Bigfoot Club. Bigfoot Club for life. Too sweet. Bigfoot Club for life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigfoot Club. Robert Jesse Dominguez, Ash Tucker, Steven Robert Dominguez. Believe in us. Believe in Bigfoot Club. Because we are too
Hey, this is Mike Hall, and you're listening to Bigfoot Club Podcast.
If you're listening to us on all the platforms, whether it be iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Alexa, YouTube, Line Notes now too. So if you're listening to us on any of these platforms, please give us a subscription. Please give us a like. Please give us a comment and follow us on these platforms, and we would greatly appreciate it. We're also on Facebook, so if you type in Bigfoot Club and the number 1, that's our page. Please follow us and like us. We're also on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is Bigfoot Club 1, the number 1, and follow us on that. We would greatly appreciate it. I also wanted to say that if you have any strange stories, whether it's like Bigfoot or paranormal, if you just want to talk about your strange stories, we'll cover it all. Please give us an email and reach out to us at Bigfoot Club, the number 1. So it's Bigfoot Club, the number 1 at gmail.com. Matt Knapp's got a good shows on YouTube, Bigfoot Crossroads and Cryptid Tales on YouTube. So check him out. Those are really good shows. I don't miss like a episode of that. So Crazy Cat Paranormal Speaks. That's a show, a podcast show, done by John and Cecilia Clark. They're really good friends of mine, and they're on all the platforms as well. I would check them out because it's a really good show. They got really good guests on there, and I don't miss an episode of that one. So, hey everybody, Robert Jesse Dominguez. I'm here with Ash and Steven. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's going.
All things considered.
Pretty good for Saturday night.
Yeah. Yeah.
What episode is this?
This is episode 30. Did I not say it?
No, you didn't.
I didn't say it? Okay.
No.
I'm going to leave that in. I'm going to leave that in.
It'll be all right.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they can read. You know, if they clicked on this, it
What's
probably
after
says
36?
We don't know. What number is it?
I think. Episode 37. So
there we go.
This is our part 2 to the anniversary special. So we're just doing content because I'm going to be in New York this week coming up. So I wanted to do the show ahead of time, and
I'm going to be gone too.
Yeah, you're going to be gone too. So you're going to be in Arkansas. So Steve's
I'm
going
to be gone too. No, I'm going to be gone too.
Are you really? Steve's
Where you
gone
going?
too.
Yes.
He's going to Babyland.
Yeah. Cardo Land.
Aw.
Smashy Land.
It's not so bad.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad place to go.
They tell you
No, it's not.
that you're pretty and they love you all the time. So
Daddy,
I know.
Daddy, I found you.
Daddy, I
were
found you. I thought you were lost. I was like, okay, thanks.
literally just walked out. They're like,
Yeah. I just went to the next room.
Yeah.
where did you go?
So, we got like 10 clips that we're going to go over for this, the later part of our year so far. So, I'm pretty excited. I think I picked some pretty good ones. So, you guys ready to talk about these?
No.
Yes. Maybe.
I guess so.
So this first one is my older brother. This is actually the very first non-Bigfoot, non-paranormal guest I had on here. And he was, at the time whenever I did the interview, he was in Europe. And so he was like, I don't know, I think it's like 7-hour difference. So I had to do it like right at 5:00 p.m. And I did this one at work. Nobody knows at work that I did it, but
now they do because we know they listen. They're
know
gonna
now.
tell on. Listen, don't narc. Be cool, man.
yeah, be chill. But I had to do it right at 5 because he had to wait till his kids went to bed at 11, I think, or 11 or 12, and so he wanted them to be asleep while he did the show. So I'm just gonna play this clip and then we can talk about it.
Alrighty.
You guys ready?
Great imaginations, and I was hooked to that too. But you know, it didn't take away from who I am and where I came from,
Right.
because our grandfather also introduced me into Mexican luchador comics, which was known as fotonovelas.
Okay.
They had that El Santo and Blue Demon comic books, and then in their adventures, there were photos, but they were, you know, like plastered on into panels in comic book format with word balloons, of course, in Spanish and everything, and they would have their adventures fighting villains and vampires and mad scientists with robots, and you know, so I kind of stuck to it. I was reading mostly the DC and Marvels and everything, but I would see and said, how come they never have any Latino superheroes?
So that was my brother talking about the origin of El Gato Negro. That's his character that he does a comic book on, and that he's got a pending show coming up on Apple TV. We're pretty excited about that for him.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so that was him, his origin, talking about it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one because that was like my first dip into the pool of not doing a paranormal or Bigfoot one. So I was pretty happy with that one.
Well,
so
I think you had an advantage. It's a good place to start.
yeah,
But I mean, he's got a good, a lot of good stuff to talk about.
yeah.
But when you say like his future stuff coming out, would you say is kind of paranormal?
Well, it's going to be on the show El Gato Negro, so he's going to be doing the story. I think it's mostly like drug dealers and coyotes and people taking people across the borders. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm hoping he's open to that. It'd be kind of cool to do that.
Yeah, to kind of. I mean, I know. I don't know if you said this on the podcast or not, of how you're helping him write a story on that. One of them. Yeah,
I'm actually. Matt and I are working on a storyline that's going to be. I asked him to be a part of that universe. It may not be exactly a part of it. I mean, it is part of it, but it's like it's a break off story from it. So, and it has to do with like supernatural stuff. So, I'm pretty excited about that too. So, Matt and I are still working on that. So we're working out the kinks on that one. He's writing it. I'm being creative consultant with him on it on my brother's universe and his comic book stories. So,
yeah.
Right on. Right on.
Right on.
This next one we're gonna do is Eric Altman, and Eric Altman's a really good friend of mine, and I haven't talked to him in years. But when I was in the thick of doing Bigfoot stuff, he and I were conversating a lot, and we were trading emails and sharing information. So I thought it was kind of interesting. I don't think I ever told anybody this, but in the early years of TBRC, we used to find these tree stacks, these teepees, these small teepees, and I would take pictures of it and I would email it to Eric. I said, "Hey, are you seeing this?" And he would email me back the same pictures, but in Pennsylvania. And so we were trading like information all the time. And I do recall sharing information with Eric, and Eric was really quick to share information with me. So Eric's always been a good dude. His heart's always been in it, and he's one of the people that I've always looked up to and thought fondly of. So I'll just play this clip.
So I went to my library and I found a couple books on the subject written by John Green and John Napier and a few others. And I was enthralled. I started reading these books and I'm like, wow, there's actually people that from all over the country that are seeing this thing. And I wanted to learn more, so I started reading books, newspapers, magazine articles, and I was actually stunned to find out there were sightings here in my home state of Pennsylvania that took place, going way back in the 1950s and 60s. And his most recent, like I was in 1980, I started reading about this stuff, but there were sightings that were taking place a few miles from where I was living at and with my parents. And I was just absolutely hooked. I wanted to learn as much as I could. So I started watching anything I could find on TV about Bigfoot, about any kind of strange creatures, Loch Ness Monster, the Mothman.
So that was Eric Altman, and he was just talking about his beginnings on the cryptozoology path and stuff. So, that was I can't remember if you were on part of that one. See, were you? I don't recall.
I don't think so. I don't think I had the pleasure of speaking with him. I don't think I was on that episode.
Was it just me and you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think so. I don't remember why.
Yeah, because I think we had to do it on a Saturday, right after you get off work.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was listening to some of these clips yesterday, and I was just like, "Huh, that's a really cool story. I'm glad I was there."
After like 40,
there's just been so much.
After
right
like
now.
46 episodes, man, it's just kind of hard. It's hard to.
I mean, of course, you go back and you're like, "Oh, yeah." But I mean, there's just right now. It's kind of constantly. I think we're all a little bit that way, where it's just like keep saying. It feels like my brain is an old dial-up modem. Sometimes it's just like making noise and not processing and connecting right.
Yeah.
Because it's just so preoccupied with so many things right now.
I totally agree, because like right now it's a strange time. I'm sure when the years go by and we'll look back on this year and laugh.
We'll be like, no, we won't laugh. We'll be like, wow, that really fucking sucked. Like, let's admit it. Like in hindsight, it was worse.
Yeah.
just the ones with the episodes where I'm not on it.
No. I just mean in general. I don't mean our show. Our show is awesome, but I just meant 2020 in general.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. 2020.
But yeah, maybe our show, like like episode 2 or something.
Yeah.
The worst episode. 'Cause I mean, it would have been fine if same things could have happened.
I don't know.
I just wasn't there, so that's what made it horrible.
I barely got a voice in that, and I don't.
That was so embarrassing.
Yeah. What are you eating?
A Pop-Tart.
Oh, okay. Spider-Man powers.
Mm-hmm. I have Spider-Man powers.
Spider-Man powers.
This next one is Goo Girls Paranormal. It's 3 girls in San Antonio that formed a paranormal group. Sydney Reyes is the leader of that group.
You didn't get to see him when you were down there, huh?
No, I tried to.
Yeah.
I actually messaged them and told them I was in town, but I got so busy. Yeah, I got so busy, but I reached out to Sydney and asked her. I wanted to meet up for dinner or something, but I never got around to doing it because we just got so busy, and we had a deadline to meet. And
you got home a lot sooner than I thought you would.
Yeah. So this is Goo Girls, Sydney Reyes and the 2 Jens that started the group. They used to be with another group. I'm not gonna talk about them, but they formed this group, and they're doing good, and they're kicking butt. So this is Goo Girls Paranormal. So tell me a little bit about Goo Girls Paranormal. What brought this concept up? How big is your group?
Well, Goo Girls Paranormal started when, honestly, I'm not going to lie, it started kind of like as this little joke between me and Jennifer Rose and Jennifer Reuter. I was like, we should form our own team. Like, we should totally do this. And they were like, yeah, let's do it. And I would just laugh about it. I'm like, I'm just playing. But we decided, you know what? We mesh well together. Like I've only known these girls for a short amount of time, and I already feel like they're my sisters. That's how close we are. And we're all moms. We are all mothers of very, young children. So we understood each other when one of us couldn't make it out to an investigation, or one of us, couldn't join a podcast because our kid was being really loud that day. We understood each other from the mother's point of view. So we were like, you know what, we need to form our own team to where we won't get in trouble if we can't go to an investigation. We won't get yelled at if our kids being loud in the background. And we still wanted to continue to investigate, but not forget who we really were as mothers and as women. So we formed this team, and we were like, okay, we need to start finding women to add to our group. I believe there's 5 of us? 8 of us. No. There's 10 of us. We have so many girls, I've lost count. There's 10 of us, and each one of us is either a mom or we're all moms except for one of us, Kat. Kat is a college student. She is actually going to be going to Texas State in San Marcos. So we're really proud of her. So, we just wanted to get a bunch of group of women together and show people that women can investigate as well. Even balancing out, motherhood, being a wife, being a girlfriend, whatever, our standpoint is, and still be able to investigate and do what we love.
That is Sydney Reyes with School Girls Paranormal. And I think it's awesome that they have an all-girls team, and they do investigations, they do podcasts, which is great. I think the world of them. So
I think it's pretty good because I don't know how often that I've said it on mic or anything, but I know I've mentioned a lot to you about how you see these shows and stuff, and it's predominantly male, and that's not a good representation of what the paranormal community really is, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's about, honestly, it seems to me, in my experience, that there's more women involved in it. I mean, any team that I've been a part of have been mostly women.
Yeah, the Pentex group that I was with we had like 3 or 4 girls in it, but our director was a female, Kendall. So I thought that was awesome. So I think the world of her, and she's my paranormal mentor. So I think it's awesome. So
yeah, and hopefully it'll reflect that in the media eventually.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not really the case. They want tough guys in button-down shirts with their arms crossed looking.
I don't know what's the deal with that.
I don't either.
They always got to take a picture with their arms. I mean, what are they? Are they mad?
They're tough guys.
I'm mad. I'm here. I got to investigate.
They're just serious.
Yeah.
Flying V formation.
This means I'm going to find a EVP.
And they got to look down and then look up.
This next one is Mike Hall. And I really enjoyed this one. Mike Hall's he's a good friend of mine, and I haven't talked to him in a long time either, but he was part of the TBRC after I left. I think I left, and he joined like a month later after I left, and he eventually left the TBRC too. So, and he's doing good stuff. He's writing, he's acting, he's producing. So he's got a movie that's coming out. I think they're going to shoot this month, called The Blues Man. And they're going to be doing, I think, most of it like in East Texas. So
don't forget, he promised us a set visit.
Yeah, he sure did. So this is my call.
Well, I came home from work one day, and there was a newspaper laying on the dining room table, and it had a big red circle around this ad. And I looked at it, and it said tryouts for this play for the community theater. And my ex-wife, I said, why did you do that? She goes, I am tired of hearing you watch a movie or watch a TV show and talk about how terrible that actor is or this actor is or whatever. Put your money where your mouth is and do a better job and, whatever. Well, she admitted much later that her fondest hope was that I would go down there, fall flat on my face, and that would be the end of it. What happened was I went to the audition and I came back with second billing.
Oops.
Sorry.
And
I'm that good.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty funny
I
story.
did it wrong. God, I say that a lot too.
That was Mike Hall. He's talking about how his beginnings, and in acting, and I thought it was cool. I think that whole episode, man, he just took over. He took over the show.
I like that, man. As I say, I like it when we have guests because it makes my job easier. Just that's what you're here. So we're here to present your story.
I had like 10 questions I was going to ask him, and I think I only got to like 3.
Well, that's okay.
which
we can always have a part 2.
Which was okay with me. I'm okay. Mike's good people. He can push his show or his movie all he wants. I'm good with it. So
yeah, I mean, I wish I was there. I was gonna say, what was the actors that you thought that were terrible?
Yeah.
Or what show was it that was just terrible writing, or
yeah,
there's always that actor's perspective, like, oh, I could have wrote that better, or I could have shot that scene different.
But
that's
it's
cool.
good that he's proactive, so
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It works.
This next one is close to my heart. It's Matt Knapp.
Mi corazón. Sorry, I had
wasn't
to say
that
it in
a
Spanish.
dating show?
What?
Mi corazón.
It probably was.
I seem to vaguely remember that,
Yeah.
from when I was a kid, like that my friends would watch it. And it's one of those, like, of course, over the top.
Was it on Telemundo or something?
Yeah. Yeah, like mid-afternoon, like Maury hour type show,
Yeah.
It could have been a telenovela. You never know.
Yeah.
No, it was a dating show. I'm pretty sure.
So this is Matt Knapp.
Because I know you and I talked about this before in the past, but I wanted to what got you into Bigfoot or cryptids? What started you down this path?
Oh, wow. It was kind of like a number of things. I've always been interested in the paranormal. Mm-hmm. And whenever I was young, your only access to information, before the internet was through books. Mm-hmm. And a random TV show that would come on. Like, we didn't have cable or anything. And I remember they would play reruns of In Search Of sometimes on TV. And that was probably my first introduction to Bigfoot. And then Bigfoot would get lumped in with the paranormal stuff in books and in the section of the library. So I'd read things every now and then. And my great-grandparents took me to a garage sale. We were running around, and I found a paperback book called Bigfoot and Nessie. And like half the book was about Bigfoot and half the book was about Nessie. And my grandma bought it for me, and I started reading stories. I remember the only story that I recall from the book was the Albert Osman story. Mm. Because, as a little kid, that freaked me out. Like, you mean they snatched him up while he was sleeping in his sleeping bag?
Well, he's kidding.
Yeah.
And they made him stay?
Yeah. They wouldn't let him leave. But, yeah, so that was my introduction to Bigfoot.
That always makes me laugh.
80s pancake? I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, man, if I were to take some people out, I'm going to have to use my knowledge, like set up like a good, like, come hither thing. And it's like, just make breakfast, apparently. Because I hear like, they like pancake flour and they like warm honey and like to cook that and stuff. Yeah. And I guess and whatever, just candy.
Candy in general.
Candy and pancakes.
That's something Ricardo Sebastian would eat.
So just whatever's in the freezer is going to be some Biggie bait.
But
yep, that's Ricardo Sebastian. What do you do?
Everybody loves breakfast.
That was
yes.
That was Matt. So I was happy to get him on because I asked him after we started talking again. I go, do you mind coming on the show? I thought, actually, to be honest with you, I thought he was going to say no. And he says, yes, I'll do the show.
Well, because I asked.
Yeah.
And forgot.
So I was
to be fair, I asked like everybody to do it.
So it was kind of cool. So I was pretty happy to have him on, and he's probably going to come on again, and he may come on as a
color commentator.
Yeah. Like
he's got the voice for it.
Yeah, he does. He actually asked if I needed him to do some voiceovers, and I go, yeah, actually I do. I'll send you a script.
Yeah.
So
as soon as we get sponsors.
Yeah. This next one, he was actually here a while ago. Juan Valdez.
Haircut man.
Cut my hair.
Haircuts.
Yeah, cut my hair, cut your hair, cut Ricardo's hair.
But not Sebastian's.
Hair.
But not Sebastian.
Hair.
He was commentating the whole thing. Yeah, Bubba, so he can do it. Yeah, cut his hair. You want to get your hair cut? No.
No. So this is Juan Valdez. I forgot what clip this. I think this is the Rudy clip. Hold on.
It should be funny.
Let's play it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I wanted to talk about this because I know you. I tell this story all the time about you. Remember that time when we went to the Knights of Columbus?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
This was probably like, I think we were like in our.
Is that the Rudy incident?
Yes, the Rudy incident. This was like, I want to get your side of the story because I always tell the story all the time that we were going to the Knights of Columbus. It was me, you, my cousin Joe,
Yeah.
or Jungle.
Yeah.
And I think we were meeting some of Joe's friends there, Stoner Juan.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
And I think Roger.
Roger.
You remember Roger?
Yeah.
And so we were meeting them at this Knights of Columbus in Arlington off of.
I don't even think we got to meet him, or did we?
We ran into him like whenever the club was clearing out.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll let get to that.
Yeah.
But we were, I think it was, I can't remember what street it was on.
Cooper.
Was it
Yeah.
Cooper? Okay. So we were invited to this party, this UTA party.
Yeah,
and
the
I think
college party.
because I think it was like somebody's friend of a friend invited us or something.
Yeah.
So we go to this party and like we were pretty young, and we were pretty adventurous, and we were like, we thought we were pretty badass.
I think we were 20. I was 22 or 23.
Yeah, I was
you were
probably-
like 25.
like
27.
25. Yeah. So, and I have this thing about Tarrant County. I hate fucking Tarrant County with
Yeah, I know.
passion. So we go to this party. What?
Well,
She got in a fight over there?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, there's more stuff to it that I hadn't really talked about. So Ash is yelling at us off camera. I mean,
Yeah.
off mic. She's so we like go to this party, and like it's like whenever we first walk in, right?
Yeah.
It was like me, you.
They're dancing.
Yeah, it was like I can't remember. It was techno or something. I don't know. It was like some kind of house music or something.
Yeah.
And so we're making our way to the back, and we're cutting across to the dance floor, right?
Yeah. They were playing like Little Susie or something like that.
Yeah, some kind of Latin stuff.
Yeah.
And so we're walking across, and I remember you were to my right, and like this is like this little bitty dude,
Yeah.
dancing, and like you did this dance move, but you're walking past him, right?
Yeah.
And like, or I'll let you tell the story. Go
Well,
ahead.
I remember you saying, "Hey, look, look, he's dancing." I go, "Yeah, I could take him."
Yeah.
And then I just busted out a dance move, and he goes, "Hey, you're pretty good."
Yeah.
So he busted out a dance move. Then that was back in the day when the Backstreet Boys were on, and
Yeah.
you have a lot of boy groups and stuff.
Yeah.
I busted out this dance move. He goes, "You're pretty good." You know what happened next, right?
Yeah.
And it came out of nowhere. Huh? It
Yeah.
came out of nowhere. He goes, "What's your name?" And I said, "My name's Juan." I said, "What's yours?" Well, he pulled up his fist, and his name was tattooed on his fist.
Yeah.
On his fingers.
Yeah.
And it said Rudy. And I looked at it, and he goes, "My name's Rudy, see?" And when he did that, he popped me right in the jaw. He just said, "Look, here's my name." And wow, he caught me off guard.
Yeah, he totally caught you off guard.
And I was like, it didn't hurt. It just it caught me off guard. He thought he got me, and that back then, I was like a short fuse.
Yeah.
So
what was I doing?
I don't know.
I think I came in and I didn't realize you guys were already recording. And
Yeah.
by that time, I was already talking to you like I was involved.
Yeah, you were. I didn't even hear it. I think Juan heard it. I didn't hear it, but you were yelling at us about something.
Oh, no. About how, because you've told that story a lot.
Yeah.
Anytime anything is ever in Tarrant County, I don't like going over there. And you know why? Because when I was over there and
There's many stories, but that one's the top of my list that I don't.
Yeah,
want
that I've heard that story. Oh man, since I was a kid, I guess. Yeah. So
don't go to
I
Tarrant
still- I
County because there's
I
this
still
guy
think
named
that that's
Rudy.
funny.
Don't go to Knights of Columbus in Tarrant County.
And I remember when we went with Augustine to. I forgot what it was. It was like a Boy Scout thing.
It was the same Knights of Columbus.
It was the same one. And then whenever
Was Rudy
we
still
went there, when we went there, like I remember you were telling me, "Hey, you want to go to this Knights Columbus with?" And I was like, well, I'm with you. I didn't have a choice. But you're like, yeah, they're gonna be like pancakes and eggs and stuff. Just say no more.
See?
Just say no more.
It was like
perfect bait.
It was like 6 p.m.
It was like 6 p.m. and they were serving us, breakfast, and it was like unlimited. And I was like, I'll say no more.
Yeah,
We're there, man.
And then
That's pretty
we're
typical.
there, man. And then that was whenever you said, hey, this is the same Knights of Columbus at the Rudy incident with. I go, what? I have like pancakes in my mouth.
You know what? I didn't tell Juan that story. I don't think he knows that I went back.
Yeah.
All those years later.
I gotta tell him.
Yeah,
So-
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, because like he got popped in the face by this little bitty guy, and Juan would have killed him, and Juan was going to fight him. I just ended up picking up Juan and carrying him off so he wouldn't fight this guy, and Juan was pretty pissed at me for it.
Yeah, I was just thinking when I was a little asshole, younger person, I've had experience where I was literally physically removed and how bad it pissed me off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because like Juan, he would have mopped the floor with this guy, and he would have gone to jail, and I would have gone to jail too, and I didn't want to go to jail because it was in Tarrant County. So
Well, yeah. In
Yeah.
retrospect,
But what if it was in Irving?
that's Dallas County. Maybe, I don't know.
There's no
That
Knights
was
Columbus in
pretty.
Irving.
That was a pretty interesting story because Juan was the second non Bigfoot, non paranormal person to come on the show. So
Indeed.
Stories are great though.
Yeah.
yeah, Rogue's got some. He's got some good stories. This next one is your nephew Tyler. So we actually recorded this one. This was during the holiday break, right?
I guess it was around the 4th of July because I remember Mandy asking, it's like, what is there to do? It's like, nothing.
There's a pandemic. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll play this clip and then we can talk about it.
So
I'd reckon that, okay, this is going to make a lot of people mad, but I'm going to say that Godzilla could possibly beat One Punch Man in a one-on-one fight.
Well, yeah, he's Godzilla.
it's Godzilla. Why would that make people mad?
Godzilla wins everything. Except
Well,
for,
One Punch
except
Man
for
is
maybe
called
this-
One Punch Man for a reason.
Yeah, but he's not punching Godzilla. He's punching men's.
Yeah.
Superhumans that are known to take on entire armies
But
and
they're still not
enslave entire
Godzilla.
solar systems.
Yeah, I got my money on Godzilla, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Maybe it's the 3
I can't
teraton
believe that
worth
we're
of
the
ener-
ones having to argue that Godzilla would win.
Maybe it's the 3 teraton worth of energy coming out of his mouth. That's the main thing.
It's quite possible.
Or the fact that I survived 300 nukes being dropped at him all at once.
Yeah.
That's like breakfast, right?
That's like the black hole.
Yeah.
He likes that.
Yeah. He got out of that, dude. Come on. So,
Like this.
with his tail as a rudder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when Godzilla flies.
Yeah.
They haven't brought that over to the new movies, and I'm disappointed, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, it's debatable between a lot of people, but I thought it was pretty good fun movie, the last one.
Yeah.
But no, backwards flying, man. We got the original theme. We got Burning Godzilla.
He's got to have Jet Jaguar with him to do that.
I guess. Well,
Because that's when he really did it.
Yeah.
With Jet Jaguar. When he
but
first
there was
started-
other times too.
Yeah, there was other
You
times.
gotta
But
see it.
But yeah.
yeah, I have to see it too.
Yeah,
you have to
we
see
were
it.
watching it the other day, and you straight walked out the room and just.
Well, it's kind of hard to watch it with Bats and Cardo. You know?
They were watching too. They were in it.
I don't know. They asked me a lot of questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
know.
just
I
answer
know.
them.
Uncle Robert.
I was
What are you
fielding them.
doing?
I know a little bit. There's a fun thing that Tyler's got a book that's the Godzilla FAQ book, and he used to call it the FAQ book.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good. That's awesome. The guy's
like
like,
not-
fuck you.
Not
Whiffy.
not
It's like
trying to
saying-
be funny. He was like 9, but
Yeah.
he really thought that's what it was. Like,
Thank you.
it's fun because a lot of times, of course, when you read, you don't necessarily know the proper pronunciation of the words that you read.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, there's still people that say Wichita. They say Wichita.
Wachita,
Or they say Whiffy for
Wi-Fi.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was little, he
That's so funny what kids say.
He's so funny. And I don't remember what else. There's other things. And he's like, whatever, I'm just going to say them my way. I was like, well, maybe not. But,
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like, whatever, I'm just going to say them how I want to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he corrected me a couple times on that show.
Probably.
Yeah, and I go, okay. I didn't argue with him. I said, okay.
I do.
I think.
I think.
My voice is really loud. I don't know why I do that. It's weird.
That's funny.
Kid. Maybe I'll get to see him. Maybe he'll come out. We'll have to change the Wi-Fi password.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Man, he told me, he's like, I'm a horrible parent. I changed the Wi-Fi password. I'm like, I know. You ruined his life. I hope you know. He'll never recover from this.
Yeah. I got to figure out how to do that. Anyway.
I'm an adult, Robert. I don't have homework to do. And
Yeah.
Don't punish me.
No, I won't do that. This next one is my mom. My mom has a lot of stories that, she's told me throughout the years, and it was a lot of paranormal stuff. I think there's a couple of UFO ones that she still has to tell me, but this one was I believe this one was I was with my mom. I was maybe 5 or 6, and I was coming back. We're coming back from Reynosa. I think this is the clip. I hope it is. Not that
We'll find out.
I have to edit all of this out then if it's not. So
no, let's just roll with it, man.
Yeah, okay.
Roll with it.
Whoops.
Here we go.
Yeah. You told the story, but there were no ladies.
There were no ladies. Can you tell the story?
Yeah. We weren't going to Reynosa. We were coming from Reynosa.
Oh, we were coming from Reynosa. Okay.
Okay, we were coming, and it was maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom went taking mom to see a doctor up there. And then we were coming back, and as Javier was driving the car, and so there was a lot of, it was very dark. Only our car was the only one.
Right.
Station wagon. And there was a lot of, just grass on the sides. Not a lot of wooded area, but, sort of.
Right.
And as we were coming, everybody was asleep. Sylvia was asleep. But I was awake.
Yeah, I think I overheard, and I'll let you tell the story, but I think I overheard my ma yelling. And I woke up, and I caught the tail end of it, and I kind of pretended like I was asleep, but really I was awake. But go ahead with the story.
Well, like you said, there were 3 ladies, but this is what I saw. Javier said, he was telling my mother, I need to use the bathroom. And I need to go here. I'm going to park right here on one side and go to the bathroom. Those little woods right there, he said.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama said, no, Javier, wait till we get to a filling station. Because you don't know. He said, oh, no, I need to go. And he stopped. He was about to stop the car. When he stopped the car, 3 figures came out of the wooded area. And they were dressed like, one had a black something, like a black thing on the head, and the other, they looked like women, but they had a lot of paint on their faces, and a lot of makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 of them were dressed in white, and I started screaming. Mama started screaming, and Mama said, "No, Javier, don't stop," and so he didn't stop. And then he said, I don't even feel like going to the bathroom no more. But I don't know what they were. I don't know who they were.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we had stopped, they would have killed us.
Right. Do you think there were people, or there were something else, like a spirit or something?
I feel like there were some kind of ghosts.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
So that was my mom.
That's hella spooky, man.
Yeah, that was to be honest with you, that was I think it was like I was saying, I was 5 or 6, and I was sleeping in the back of the station wagon, and we were coming back from Reynosa, and then the area that my mom's talking about, it's 281, which is I think it turns into 281 and 690 merge, and it's between Edinburgh and San Manuel Lynn. So that area is like really desolate. There's only like sort of like a 2-lane freeway, and there's desert, and there's like, I don't know, there's some bushes there, and there's some tumbleweeds and stuff like that. But it's
kind of like that road whenever we go to Eagle Pass,
right,
from San Antonio to Eagle Pass.
Yep. It's like real desolate, and it's like that's the way it was. And so I remember I had just woken up, and I heard the car slowing down, and I was sleeping in the back station wagon with my cousin George and my cousin Carol. And I overheard my grandmother yelling at my uncle, in Spanish, don't stop, keep going. So he just took off, and they were all screaming. And I looked up, and I just saw like the headlights into like a endless black night. Mm-hmm. And my mom turned around, and I ducked my head really low so she wouldn't, ask me questions. So I just got down really quick so she wouldn't say anything to me. So that was, I didn't know what it was until I heard the story later on. So.
Wow.
So you didn't see anybody whenever you looked out?
I didn't see anything, but I heard all the screaming. So there was one of those
probably
things.
better that you didn't if you're a 5-year-old. That would fuck you up, man.
That would probably traumatize me big time. Big time, not little time.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. So
because if you really think about it, and these people came out of nowhere, and then they take off, and you wake up and you happen to look outside because you're in the back, and what if they were running and their face was just like right there?
Oh Lord, I didn't even think about that.
You would have been traumatized.
What if they were just some weird ladies that were bad at doing makeup?
Well, then they're screwed.
And they needed help.
And they're like, why are these people screaming at us?
Then they're screwed.
I always kind of like, well, what if it's, it's hard not to go like analytical on things like that.
But
it's like, it could have been something, but it's like, well, what if it was just something completely benign and normal, and they're just like, what, like
they're walking. That's it.
Yeah. They're just
walking to Edinburgh. That's what they're doing.
Well, they were doing that anyway, but why were they screaming at us? Dang.
So.
Well, if you think about it, it's at night.
They were the ones that like were creeping on their car on the dark highway while we were walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad timing.
You see that meme that I shared where it's like talking about ghosts, listening to someone tell a ghost story, and it's like, I never said that. You're a liar. That didn't happen.
I haven't seen it, but this one, this next clip I'm gonna do it's our coast to coast one about bugs shooting Bigfoot, and for some reason this one is like the most downloaded one right now. So.
Because everybody loves Art Bell.
Yeah.
Greg Newcourt posted, I think yesterday or the day before, that he went and visited his grave, and he said, I left my best flashlight for him because,
yeah,
a lot of us, that was where when we were kids, man.
Yeah, listening to Art Bell. That was the big deal because that was like before the internet and stuff like that. So this is Coast to Coast rebroadcast of Bugs.
So they like shot at it. It stood up and started running off, and then they shot at it again, right? And I think they like knocked it down. Mm-hmm. And then recall that at all, or
whenever like you said, like they thought it was a coyote, they shot at it, and then it stood up, and that's when they thought, they honestly thought it went from a coyote, and then he said, now we're thinking it's a bear. Mm-hmm. So they started shooting at it more. And he said that it was running on 2 feet. It wasn't running on on all fours.
Right.
And then they shot at it more. And then they were like, was that a bear? And so they followed it. And then,
because he was explaining there was a creek by, mm-hmm. and they as it crossed the creek, they shot at it again. It went over a fence. That's what he said. And it went down again. And so that portion of the show, I think Robert W. Morgan's, he steps in and he looked his tone on there, and I don't think Bugs caught this.
No, I don't.
But
think
he
did, but
seemed like he was pretty pissed off about it.
I mean, I kind of felt that. I mean, honestly, if you're really into it, how can you not?
Right.
Unless you're of that school, which I don't think the majority of people are. Like, because to me, I can understand the first one.
Right.
But then after that, and then to chase them down and to shoot the other one.
Yeah.
That's a little, but at the same time, they're out there trying to make a living. They are probably seeing dollar signs. Them motherfuckers.
I know. They're like, because you can kind of tell that Robert W. Morgan was pretty pissed, but
Well, I understand because I have that feeling, man. I'm not against hunting or anything like that, but
well, they end up shooting this other Bigfoot and burying him, and but that was that was in the beginning of my Bigfoot. I wouldn't say career. I would just say the beginnings.
it's thrilling. It's a story that gets you.
Yeah, that's
And it's pretty believable.
Yep. That
Especially, I mean, it could go either way. You can say that the reason he doesn't give in because it's bullshit, but at the same time, I mean,
yeah.
he thinks it's a person, and it could very well be. And hopefully, after that, they were more careful with their firearms.
Yeah. I
hope that maybe changed their lives for the better. But at the same time, they're probably a little more just predisposed to be that way. Because didn't he say he was he just coming back from the war?
Yeah, Nam.
So that might have had a lot to do with it too, in retrospect.
Yeah. What I thought was interesting is that after we did the show and I posted it, Steven did some. He looked up some stuff and he found stuff like before because I was looking everywhere for this map and stuff. And Steven, you looked up some stuff. I'll let you talk about that. What you end up finding and stuff.
I remember finding the whenever I was listening to this at work, I had some downtime at work, and whenever I'm doing stuff, I like to listen to either music or podcasts. Well, when I was listening to it, I was like, I just happened to pay attention to what he was describing the soil, because I remember I think Art, or who was it, Art, that asked him what type of soil it was.
It was Robert W. Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him.
It was he asked him what type
I think that had to do with
type of soil it was, and I remember him without hesitation said it was like
sandy loam.
Yep.
Sandy loam. That's right, sandy loam soil. And I was like, I just happened to type that, and the river was it the river
Red
that
River.
he said, the Red River, and I thought he said something else, another river.
It was
but anyway.
Go ahead.
I just happened to type it all, and it just happened to pull up that one section map of where it was at near the pan. Oh, another thing he said was up in the panhandle, and then that just gave it away.
Yeah,
there's probably geological surveys and stuff like that. I remember, Agri and 4-H and stuff have teams that do that in competitions and stuff. So probably there's all kinds of maps like that. You get that, just little details. That's what adds up to it, man.
Well, I was just amazed how Steven found that really quick, because I recall typing in sandy loam. I recall typing in panhandle, and I could not find anything. And Steven, first time, goes, "Yeah, I found it. There he goes. I'm posting it on Bigfoot Club."
Somebody wanted to tell Steven and not you.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
maybe Bugs. Who knows?
Yeah,
I feel bad for if he's still out there and he's ghost.
Yeah,
I quit telling people I'm dead. Just
Robert looked for it, but I think
maybe it was Art Bell.
I'm gonna give it to Steven
because he had the map, right?
Yeah.
It was the ghost of Art Bell.
Yeah, it's just it was pretty. That link that I sent on the message thing and on I think on the page. The Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
It has a link of the veterans, the word I'm trying to look for, for Vietnam, like special, like it's like a vet play.
The VFW or the
yeah.
American Legion.
Can't. I'm having a brain fart there, but yeah, that's why I was like, I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, it's got to be. This has to be the town. It has to be the town.
Yeah.
So
I just thought it was awesome that you found it, and after that, so
yeah, I like to
Season
research.
3, we get shovels.
no, Season 3, take some PTO.
Yep.
This last one is author Jason McLean, which I thought was a really good one. I know I kind of messed up on the very beginning of the show, but
we rolled with it, and did anyone notice?
I don't think so. But
Yeah, we didn't record for like a good 5 minutes.
so this is author Jason McLean.
Actually, Jesse, you and I have a connection that I don't know that we've said too much about.
Right.
Your brother, creator of El Gato Negro, is actually a hero of mine. I was 12 when that first issue came out, and went to my first comic convention was to go meet him and buy that comic from him directly, so that I could actually, because I saw it on the news, and I'm like, here's a local guy doing it. I want to do it that way. And so I've actually been, he's actually been a big influence on my life. I grew up reading comics, Duncanville bookstores, where I usually went and got my stuff. But when I opened my own comic book store many years ago, Jeremy was actually a big help, and we've become fast friends. We've been friends for years. So, yeah, just lots of overlapping of life, synchronicity. Man.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yep, man.
My older brother Richard Dominguez gave me Jason McLean's contact info and asked me, he goes, "Hey, you should really reach out to this guy. He's doing Metroplex Monsters. I think he'd be a good fit for your show." I said, "Okay." So I reached out to him, not knowing that he looked up to my brother and all that stuff. So I thought it was kind of cool that he said that. He kind of caught me off guard a little bit whenever he said that. So
that's pretty cool, man.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
pretty cool for school. I don't know why I'm saying that.
It's
Pretty
not
cool
even right.
for
No
school.
one's cool. You're too cool for school.
Yeah, because you already graduated.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Do you ever have dreams like I do sometimes, where I know that I'm the age I am now, and I'm like, dude, I already did this. What the hell am I here for? I promise you that I did it.
I have this dream all the time. It's like I'm still playing football, high school football, and I'm running to the stadium, and I don't have my cleats. I got all my gear on, but I can't find my cleats. And the coach walks over to me in the field house and says, he says, "What's the hold up?" And I said, "I can't find my cleats." He goes, "Find them. The game's on." So I'm looking for my cleats, and I can't find them. And
why does he sound Russian?
I don't know.
Where are you?
Or German?
What are you? Cleats?
What is the hold up?
Come on, Dominguez.
Give me some vodka.
Coach, this is strong Gatorade. It's vodka.
It's good.
It's so unbelievable.
It makes you
It's
strong
good.
like bull.
Make you strong like bull. Yeah.
So
We're canceled.
I know. we're gonna cancel ourselves out. So.
Got canceled at 12,001 down.
Well, we had a good run. We'll just have to change, just rebrand.
Yeah, we just got to do, I don't know, another wrestling podcast or Mandalorian podcast or
Or
something.
like Loch Ness Club.
On the Loch Ness.
So, oh man. So this is part 2 of our anniversary special. Hope everybody enjoyed it, because I know we did.
Is that it?
Yep.
I think that's it. We're at 58 seconds right now.
That went by fast.
It did.
58 seconds. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
So we're at 58 seconds. So
Yeah, I think you can make do with that, right?
Robert Cuddy, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Robert Cuddy. That's appreciate you listening.
And you guys have anything else you want to get off your chest, or
I don't know.
we got like 2 minutes to kill.
Like 2 minutes.
I feel I feel like we had a good selection of our favorite episodes and our favorite guests.
Yeah.
I hope to do more episodes with you guys, and hopefully with Luke and Ken and Tim and Juan, and more episodes. More shows.
I think with this one coming out, I know we got probably Mr. Mendoza agreed to do it on the 23rd, and then
I look forward to that one.
Yeah, Steven, you should probably look up Mr. Mendoza's Netflix show. He does was it just an episode he did?
Yeah, it's just one episode. It's about 30 minutes.
So I'll send you the stuff to look at. So
okay,
he actually went to Sunset.
Really?
Yeah, I think he.
Does he listen? I don't know.
Probably not. So.
No, because you already know.
Yeah, I'm good.
As long as it's not Javier Mendoza.
Yeah.
We are good.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
You'll be so mad when you find out.
Yeah, he'll be aight.
Because I don't think my biological dad is listening. So
yeah,
if you are listening, Javier Mendoza,
I'll be surprised if he
Let
is.
it out, man. All right, is this the part of the show where we talk shit about our dads?
Oscar Mendoza.
Oscar Mendoza. Okay,
I got some. Yeah. I like that name, Oscar.
Yeah. So
Oscar
yeah,
Mendoza.
he Oscar Mendoza did. He did a Netflix episode. Hold on, let me see here. I'm trying to pull it. It's called Haunted, Season 2, Born Cursed. That's the episode I believe he wrote.
He was born with a cowl on his head.
Yeah. And he's got 2 books out. I don't know the name of them. I think I have to go to his link.
We're so prepared. We got 2 weeks.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks for this.
yeah. I mean, this is kind of like pre.
This is kind of
planning.
So and he's on Travel Channel My Horror Story. So
horror story.
Oh god!
I was watching a thing where they were trying to figure out who was really not American, and that's the word that they used.
Horror to say it.
Yeah, because we're like if they're British, it's horror.
Yeah,
and we're horror.
Yeah,
horror.
You know, it's funny. Yeah. It's funny because like whenever you go to Mexico and you come out of Mexico and you go across the border, they ask you to say American citizen. Mm-hmm. Once you say American citizen, I go American citizen, and if you say it with an accent, they stop you and pull you out and all kind of stuff. So.
American
citizen.
I'm American citizen.
American
you're
citizen.
white. Go across.
Because it was funny. Because like whenever we came back from, do you remember this story, Steven? Yeah. Whenever we came back from Piernas Negras, from the funeral last year, there was a second. There was a. What was that?
That was. The fire cube.
What was it doing?
It just like turned on for no reason.
Wow.
Dang ghost in the machine. It was like moving stuff around yesterday.
I didn't tell you this because you were asleep.
Oh god damn.
Yeah.
The boys ran to the restroom to go potty. Oh, I was sitting on the black couch. Steven was sitting there, and I was talking to Steven, and I was looking at TV, and I saw someone run through here. A little boy, and I thought it was Ricardo because Steven, you heard me say Ricardo, right?
Yeah, like I saw you quickly look, and you were saying Ricardo,
and then they come down the hallway, and I told Steven, I go, I just saw somebody run by a while ago, and I saw it clear as day. I thought it was Ricardo because he was kind of linky, you know, and he was just like all I saw was like the head, the elbow, the leg, running through here. Like they turned the corner right here, and I turn and go Ricardo, and then he runs down the hallway without his pants and underwear. so
wow,
it's my junk.
But so yeah.
Just quit sitting on my bed, man, when I'm right about to go to sleep. Wait until after I'm asleep.
Yeah, wait till I'm asleep too. So
don't touch my feet. Don't mess with me in the shower.
I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
We were Piedras Negras. We're coming back.
Oh yeah, we were we were coming back from Piedras Negras, and there's like a second border stop on the U.S. side, and they stop us, and it's like a checkpoint, and so
a checkpoint.
So I think Steven was driving. You were driving, right? Where was I driving?
No, you were driving. I was in the passenger seat,
and Blair was in the back. And so I'll let you tell the story, Steven.
So yeah, that whole time I was telling her, I go, we still have to go to like a checkpoint whenever we're leaving. And she was like, wait, what do you mean? So are we supposed to have like our driver's license? I go, yeah, if they ask for it, but I mean, they normally never do. Like, they're gonna ask us if we're American citizen, and we're just gonna pass on by. It's very rare that they'll pull us over, and I think she was freaking out, right?
Yeah.
Like she kept saying, like, well, what if they, what if we fail something and we have to, pull over? Don't we have to have our passport? And I go, no, we don't need our passport. We just need to, tell them we're American citizen, or ask them any question like they need, or
just show them some
ID. Probably say, show them some ID, or sometimes they'll like to see if we're, taking something across the border,
fruit,
stuff like that,
exotic animals, stuff like that.
So. Yeah, exotic animals or something stupid, something that's not supposed to be passed over. And as soon as like we rolled down the window, and I was like, hey, okay, y'all can roll on through, because he looked at us, and then he automatically saw Blair, and then okay, roll on through. Whew, okay, and she was like, oh.
She'd probably be like, they're gonna think you guys kidnapped me.
Yeah, exactly. And
so he saw us. He saw Blair in the backseat. He goes, "Go ahead and go."
Yeah, go ahead and go. I was like the whitest person.
That was like we were preparing her, because like it was like, because we've been stopped lots of times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and they've been checking our stuff. I'll go open through our suitcases and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because remember when we went, it was just me and you and the Cavalier.
Yeah.
And then we came back. We're going back, and then I think they told us to pull over.
Yeah.
And we both got out, and then they checked the back seat, and then they checked the trunk, and then they checked the tires.
And they found all our parakeets and cocaine.
Yeah, they found the parakeets and cocaine, and yeah, they were just like, God, man, that's racist.
So we were preparing her. I said, we're gonna do it, and then they just let us do it. I go, what the hell?
That was the quickest stop ever. Yeah.
Just travel with the white girl.
Yeah, just travel with the white girl.
And just
with
hope she's
hair.
not an asshole like I would be, and be mouthing "help me" in the back.
Yeah. So I think Blair's screaming at me saying, "You bitch ass." I think I heard her scream something.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh sweet, we didn't have to pull over and get out. Okay.
So we already got 27 downloads for the first part of the anniversary episode, which is good.
That is good.
So
I'm not even going to tell Matt which episode he's on.
Yeah, don't. That way you can download both.
Yeah.
You can download both. So.
Yeah. You gotta listen to the whole thing.
You got to listen to both parts.
Tricked you.
So I think I can do something with this show, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that means we're not doing anything Friday, because you'll be just getting back.
Right.
Never mind. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't say what I'm doing on Friday. Celebrating my birthday.
Are you? Okay.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Happy earliest
what
birthdays.
Do you what do you want for your birthday?
I don't know.
Okay.
She wants, I think.
I want an 808, man. I said that yesterday.
She wants to hang out with Dean Winchester.
Yeah.
Robert Cuddy, get on the 808. So, okay. All right. Well, this is going to be the end of the show. This is the part where I unplug. And it's the end of the show.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm just
Are you
saying.
going to keep pushing record?
Sure.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're done.
Good night, folks.
Done.
Good night.
Good night.
I must bid you adieu, and so, goodbye, and good night, bang!